Good evening. Hi. Oh, that was pretty good. That was better than the kids. How are you all doing? Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. My name is Fred Giardino. Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm your new principal here at Lindenwold High School. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm sure we'll have some conversations outside in the hallway and throughout the evening. I'm here if you need to discuss anything, as well as, well, you'll see in just a minute, Miss Martin and Mr. DiMattia. But welcome to our evening. I do want you to speak kindly of me, and I want to start on time. So if you can say anything about me, at least I'm punctual. This is me. My name is Fred Giardino. Just so you have a little bit of background about me, I started in education in 2007. I was a math teacher. I taught Algebra 1 for a little more than 7 years. All of my experience has been at the secondary level, mostly high school at this point. I have worked to collaborate. I was previously up north. I am from up north. I'm a big Giants fan, unfortunately, so you can boo me now or cheer me. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Maloney. I will say this. Up in Perth Amboy, our two middle schools were at RAC status, which means the state was involved. I was lucky enough to have the experience to help those two schools get out of RAC status, and I'm very proud of that. Also in my time there, we were able to work at Perth Amboy High School to increase the graduation rate by 27 points. And I was one of the principals that had them at an 86% graduation rate. So I'm hoping to work with all of you here so we can have that here at Lindenwold High School. I'm very excited to do that, okay? I love sports. I love spending time with my family. And I really love being a part of Lindenwold and the community that is here overall. I've met some of you already, and it really has been a privilege. So that's everything about me. Here to help me, and they've been wonderful. They've been very welcoming. They've supported me since day one. First and foremost, I have one of our assistant principals, Miss Melanie Martin. Please, please. She's been absolutely wonderful. Miss Martin's 27th year in education, 19th year at Lindenwold as an administrator, and 12th year here at the high school. She has been a wealth of knowledge and absolutely wonderful in every way. And she has a great quote here from Rita Pearson. This is one of my favorite quotes ever. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists they become the best that they can possibly be. I couldn't agree more, Miss Martin. I really do love that quote of Rita Pearson. Then our other assistant principal, you saw him out front as well, Mr. DiMattia. A lot of you may know him from the middle school. Mr. D has also been great. He's been in education since 2003. He's a social studies educator, all of experience also at the secondary level, 20 plus years in Lindenwold as well. So we have some great experience here at Lindenwold. Then we have Miss Maloney. She's our new supervisor of athletics. She's helped a lot. Yeah, give her a round of applause. She's helped a ton with all of what our students are doing athletic-wise and physical education-wise, health-wise. She's supported many, many ways with all of that. Next, he's not here this evening, but we have Mr. Maggi. Mr. Maggi has also been here for a long time. He's our secondary supervisor. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause even though he's not here. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Next, we have Ms. Callow, and Ms. Callow is our community and inclusion coordinator. She's right over to the side right here. She's done a great job with a number of different initiatives, a number of different things that you're going to see here tonight, and I will give her full credit as it is due as slides come up. Next, let's talk about a couple of different things. At the end of last year, we were lucky enough to put, rather than a uniform policy, we were able to transition to a dress code. So I've hit some of the highlights here that we have for our dress code. So students don't have to wear exactly a uniform when they come to LHS in the mornings anymore. They do have to wear it throughout the day, but they cannot wear pajama bottoms or sleepwear, okay? I know they're comfortable, but you can't wear pajamas to school, okay? Secondly, you can wear jeans and pants, but they cannot have rips or tears, okay? We shouldn't be able to see any skin through your pants, okay? That's important to know. Bare midriffs, crop tops, cutoff shirts, or any clothing showing stomach or midlift. Basically, your top has to touch your bottom. That's probably the easiest way to say it, right? The top of your shirt or your shirt needs to touch your bottom. That's really important. No midriffs, no crop tops, none of that. You can wear Crocs, which I wish they had back when I was in school. I'm sure you all feel the same way, right? You can wear Crocs, but they have to be in sports mode. That means that they have to have a back to them. That is a safety concern, Okay, I've talked to a lot of our students about that and made it very clear to them that you have to have it back to your shoe, because there have been emergencies and situations in schools where students have had to move across a building or leave a building, right? And then students were tripped up by slides or other things that didn't have backing, okay? Flip-flops, slides, clogs, slippers, thong shoes, you cannot wear those. Last but not least, outdoor garments, blankets, coats, hats, most importantly, hoodies. You cannot wear hoodies while you're in the building. That is also a safety concern. First and foremost, I know we want to talk about education, how education is so important to our students, but really the most important thing is your child's safety. And if your child is here with something covering their head and the inappropriate clothing or inappropriate wear, that's going to be a safety concern. That's going to be a safety problem. So we sent this out with the initial letter that I sent to the community when I started, but I just wanted to re-enhance kind of those points while we were here tonight. Next, we are going to have students, right now they have, hey, she's filming me, hey. We are going to have students get IDs, permanent IDs very shortly. Okay, right now they have temporary IDs. We are asking them every morning to wear their IDs throughout the day. That's gonna help us identify some of our new students coming in, as well as our freshmen. And again, we wanna make sure every student that is here is a Lindenwold High School student and that they belong here. That's first and foremost. Again, we wanna focus on safety. Next, Chromebooks. We have a lot of students who are still getting their Chromebooks. The majority of them do have them, but a couple of them still need them. We've been calling them down to the main office, making sure that they have the permission slip, the technology permission slip signed, okay? If your child does not have a Chromebook, stop by the main office this evening. We can get you to sign the permission slip. We can get it to them first thing in the morning, okay? And if you have any questions about that, again, you can see any of us here. You can see me after this. We can talk about it in the hallway. Not a problem at all, okay? Next, you are gonna see these posters in the classroom. I told you I would give credit where it's due. Full credit to Ms. Callow for this, because she and her committee put this together. And this is our stoplight system, red, yellow, green zones for our cell phones. Now, we all have cell phones, right? And we're understanding of that. But what we don't want are cell phones to become too much of a distraction. And I know you all know that they are sometimes, right? So we don't want them to become too much of a distraction. So in class, when class starts, when we're giving direct instruction, we're gonna be in a red zone. When we move away from direct instruction, we will move to a yellow zone, which means you can check your phone. Not sit and watch videos, not hang out on your phone, just check your phone, okay? And then we have our green zones. Our green zones are when you're walking in the hallway, when you're in the cafeteria, things like that. That does not mean you can record anything that's going on in school. It just means you're allowed to be on your phone during transitions and when you're in the cafeteria. So you should see these not only in our hallways, but you should see them in our classrooms, okay? Next, we have Lions Path, okay? Lions Path is a new student support system that we have in place, and it's going to focus on these 4 areas: leadership, perseverance, responsibility, and respect. Okay? Lions Path is what we really want to promote to the students here at LHS, because we want nothing but greatness from them, and we want to show them that you can persevere through things and be responsible as a high school student and respect each other while we're here. Those are the 4 points that we have there. They're incredibly important, and we're going to do different activities throughout the year to make sure that they follow these 4 guidelines. All right, here's our clubs and activities. We have a ton, right? We have them here in English and Spanish: Adventure Club, Alliance Club, Art Club, AV, Band, Building Men, Chess Club, Choir. You can read them all there. I don't have to read them all to you. We have a lot of opportunities, and what I echoed at our class meetings was very simply this: I know that I regret not getting involved enough in high school. Get involved, join our clubs, do the great things that we make available and that we offer, because they are wonderful. Okay, so tell your child to get involved, do the great clubs that we have, do the activities, and most of it's free, right? That's great too, right? Utilize the resources that we have here at school. That's really important. Get involved while you're here. Athletics, I was talking about Miss Maloney before. These are all of the athletics that we have available. Tons of them. And don't worry, I'm gonna put this, you can take pictures of course if you'd like, but I'm gonna put this PowerPoint on our website. Okay, so you have access to this after this evening as well. Okay, tons of stuff available. I threw our soccer team in because they're doing pretty well right now. They have a big game tomorrow, away. Next, I'm going to introduce our Director of People Services. This is Ms. Sykes. She's gonna talk to you about a couple things, and then I'm just gonna close things up before we go.
Thank you. Hi everybody. Welcome again to LHS. I would love to make sure that all of you know who your student's counselor is. You saw our team sitting out in front of the auditorium. They're there to help you look up your student's schedule so you can take a picture of it with your phone and go around. But they're also here to help you sign up for the parent portal so that you can look at your student's grades and attendance anytime you want. I always tell the kids every morning, I pull up my bank account. This is their bank account. There's a student portal and a parent portal. So if you don't have access to the parent portal, come right outside and we will make sure you have access before you leave tonight. For students, we also have a new secretary in our office, Mrs. Bonilla. She's actually a graduate of Lindenwold High School. We're very happy to have her. She has replaced Miss Rainey, who has moved to a much more beautiful place than New Jersey called Puerto Rico. But we are happy to have Miss Bonilla join us. And this year we also have added to our team Miss Q. She's our mental health assistance counselor. She's here to help our students with any advanced or elevated special needs, emotional needs that our students might have. Again, our counselors are right outside if you want to speak with them and check on your students' grades, but also to get you access to the portal so you can check their grades whenever you want. I want to talk a little bit about harassment, intimidation, and bullying. As you know, that is something that we at Lindenwold High School take very seriously if we know about it. So that's the most important piece. If you suspect that your child or any child that you know that attends our schools, or even if they don't, if you want, we can find out. We can help find where they go to school. We really want to stop harassment, intimidation, and bullying in our school. So if you suspect this, there are a couple ways that you can go about reporting it. One is directly on the Lindenwold website. You will see, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. You'll see towards the bottom on the front page, this banner. Right in the middle, on the top row, there you can find all of our information about our harassment, intimidation, and bullying policy and how to report an incident of harassment, intimidation, or bullying. Right next to that, you'll see a little life preserver and it says Stop It. Stop It is actually an anonymous reporting tool that we use here at Lindenwold High School for students, for anybody. If there's something that you want to report or your student wants to report but they're afraid of finding someone finding out who reported it, they can use that link right there for Stop It to anonymously report. The trick is that sometimes students report things that we do need to know, it's personal and we do need to know who reported it. So sometimes it gets tricky there, but at least this is a place to start. If you have a concern about a safety issue or harassment, intimidation, or bullying, or anything that you want to report anonymously or help your child do so, this is available for every student in Lindenwold here at the middle school and all of the buildings. I'm gonna go backwards one more. At the top, you'll see, on that top bullet, you'll see it says Care Solace Mental Health Coordination Service. We contract with Care Solace, which is a mental health coordination service, and they really take the hassle out of connecting to mental health services. I don't know, many of you may have had the experience of calling around trying to find a counselor. Don't worry, I'll get you a pass. I won't make you late, I'll get you a pass. You may have had trouble connecting yourself or your family members or loved ones to mental health services. This is available for every Lindenwold family. Anybody that is part of our school community can use this service to find assistance. What will happen is you'll contact someone and they actually do the searching for you. You tell them what you need, your insurance, and what your issues are, and they will help find an available therapist for you in the area. Okay, I don't want you to be too late to class, so I'm gonna pass it to Mr. G. Don't worry, he'll get you a pass too.
Thank you, Ms. Sykes. Ms. Sykes is absolutely wonderful, and she's been here at Lindenwold for a very long time. She knows all of our resources, inside and out. So, last but not least, I just wanted to say thank you for all of you. You being here tonight as parents means a lot, right? And I don't know if you know that, but it means that you're involved in your child's education, okay? And that's really important because not every parent always is, okay? So thank you for coming tonight. Just a couple of points to remember. Please remember tonight is to meet your child's teacher, meet the student's teacher, okay? It's not about parent conferences. It's not about concerns that I have for my child right now. You can give our teachers a heads up, but it's really more about meeting the teachers, learning about the curriculum, learning about the class syllabus. It's not so much conference-based, okay? Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Myself and the team will be around throughout the night. We'll also be in the hallway, but I don't want to make you any later than you already are. We're over by about 45 seconds. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy.